Indiana, the great Mackey Arena, playing host to the fourth.
Standing at 6'9", he's going to be the de facto center of this game. Obviously.
And with that, the freshman, that was Jawan Johnson. Before that, you have to go all the way back to the 8.
On those high ball screens, allowing him to pass it off inside. We'll see what Northern Kentucky does to defend that.
Vincent doing a
ball fall in the bucket is definitely a good thing, as Jacobson ends up hitting the floor as he was followed by a Tijere.
So the Boilermakers have so much depth in this team, as we see a nice one from the corner from Harris.
So from the interior, Shakari Harris is a good passer.
Tijere puts that one up and gets over the head of Berg, and that's a Boilermaker team to the Baby Boilers. Maybe less so the youth, but more the fact that it is going to be that big three.
And he just couldn't hit it. Those are the shots that you need to hit if you're a Tijere.
Smith trying to drive around. Tijere there finds Lawyer on the weak side. Lawyer puts that down.
Yeah, 3 for 3 to begin the game for Purdue from 3.
And the big man, Berg, physically getting the edge there. Gretzky did a nice job of getting underneath the hoop. Wasn't able to put it down. Dilling, though, from the wing.
The ball immediately, but at least feel the pressure, so they set their offense up 21 seconds to go instead of 26.
The Mackey Arena
League, and it was really just a lot of injuries last season.
Lawyer from the corner puts it down with ease.
That was a heat check if I've ever seen one. And Painter, Cesar Chilumbo, the sophomore, the redshirt sophomore.
Vincent in the wing, back to Dilling. He takes the shot and he puts it down. And that's just what he needs to do for Northern Kentucky tonight. And with that, a three, and then a mistake by the Boilermakers. Goes up against Robinson, and Robinson does a good physical job there. Robertson probably glad that for once in this game he had Democratic Republic of the Congo, Lithuania, Madagascar. I mean, Sweden maybe made the most predictable one because of Lithuania, though. You speak about the crowd in Mackey Arena. Eastern Europe has some amazing basketball crowds. Why he won't be redshirting this season. And that is why. Physical of the locker room on crutches, and his right knee is iced up. Although, Max, it does look like slightly below. You never like to get extra minutes when a teammate gets injured, but a big opportunity.
It just got picked out, and good transition bucket for the Norse.
You mentioned it, 18 and 15 last season. The good pressure from Heidi. And Tijere into Robinson, who's actually got a height advantage there. Doesn't make the most of it. Out to Dilling.
Yeah, but it's been a pretty physical game, and great find there into the paint, as Robinson's able to finish that one off. But it's been a very physical game.
Boilermakers tonight with Jacobson obviously out the rest of the evening. Berg off the court and Burgess out.
First, just not able to get the left-handed finish to go.
Gretzky, front and center, puts that one down. The Norse are doing a nice job of finding space, Max, but right now you think Colvin especially is going to have to step up and sink some shots, putting some good pressure on Dilling, but jinxed him a little bit. And I think Dilling was
that were good, just couldn't find the bucket. They've had threes that looked good, couldn't find the buckets. There's an offensive foul on the Tijere, and that's going to be his third.
Tijere, you talk about nice defense. Really great job by the Boilermakers to close down Goretzka, who puts up a shot in the end, doesn't fall on that left wing side, but a double team coming. He fires it in, and just like that, we see the newcomer into this. Rapalist, one of the
switches, which was kind of a theme last game, but we'll see if they can figure it out.
Kaufman Wren, double team there, and we see Rapalist get his hands in.
Wren, 2 of the 3 don't help Purdue at all, but obviously Northern Kentucky is on some kind of run right now, 9-0 in the last 5 minutes and 20 seconds as it's a carry. They had 22 against Florida State. I mean, they really need to start taking better care of the basketball.
Smith sends that one down range, unable to get it to fall, but take
2 guys on the glass to get that rebound.
Boy, it goes up, no foul called. TKR on the follow. 9 rebounds last game as we see Berg going against Wells, and the foul called on Berg there. will play this season. It's hard with the NCAA rules on redshirting compared to football. Football, you can play in 4 games before redshirting. And I think
Really worked hard in practice, and that's why he's not redshirting this year. He's going to get time.
Smith dancing around, puts up the mid-range, and that's a beautiful. Pivorius, the other Lithuanian, checked in now. Dilling from the wing, unable to get that one to fall. That's where not quite the legs on that one. You see the hustle there from the freshman. The foul called, but on a treadmill, but a great athletic build there on Harris. Invited to try out for the Mexican national team in June, where he made that initial cut.
Very big mismatch in Smith guarding Wells, and they didn't take advantage of it.
Pivorius puts that one up, and Vincent, a beautiful pass too. 10 championship this season with Ty. Coach Katie with 6.
What a shot from
Dilsha from the Lithuanian, and Lawyer once again open on the weak side. But the foul is called.
He's played every single second of this game thus far.
Nice hands there, finds Smith open at the top of the arc. A note from that corner where he's found himself a home this game. Some hands coming in there from Purdue. All freshman Horizon team last year. Off the bench with 12 points last game, which would see the Norse get the victory in overtime over Wright State.
But I think it was top 50 in Division I.
1 second to go. Vincent puts it up. Forced more than anything. The tempo up. Lawyer getting down and dirty. Pettis the second, though, finds it, and the Lithuanian will finish the job.
Obviously going scoreless for almost 7 minutes.
Colvin from the corner. Count it. And Miles Colvin's the cool team leader. 33 points last year in that same Horizon League semi. Some of that fight here in West Lafayette. Makes that one. Holden, the Norse, in the all black. Lawyer, lots of space here, and that's how you start the second half.
And that's the exact it was.
Lawyer found himself open quite a lot. Really nice play there. TJ, who we saw, correct word for that one is it was a cheeky play.
I suppose.
Yeah, Max hates when I say that, but you know. We see a travel call there on Star playing with slightly less size. Berg in there right now. And up to a Tijere, tries to put it on the head of the Swede, unable to do so. Smith on
Berg, but good interior defense.
Great double team there. Not one you want to be in, but it means space is elsewhere, and Dilling finds it.
Of that double team in the low post, and finding Dilling, who's had trouble getting going this game.
Berg tries to... Berg, though, just needs to show a bit more of that aggression here, because right now, Tijere is getting what he did against FSU. That not being difficult, given that he didn't play against FSU. I was looking at the wrong thing when I said that. Robinson trying to get the Lithuanian to make a move, fakes it. Figueresca finds Vincent, who finds Rapolis, and Smith guards him there. Skills. Nice screen there from Robinson, but Figueresca elects to take it. They need something here. Berg gets up. Vincent somehow takes it out of his hand, gets the ball back. And Berg, Smith just assessing his options. Lawyer fires in a rocket to Trey Kaufman-Wren, handles that like some quick hands. The problem is their short passes easily defended by the Boilermakers, and that's a really nice job by Wells in the corner. Once again, the Norse stop the Boilermakers. Wells will try once again from deep. All metal though that time, but nice to Smith is getting too tired with how much he's playing, and Coach Painter's words were he could go and play another full game afterwards, and made the point that in practice
just ended up falling over, but couldn't get it to go.
That's a veteran move there by the freshman. Let's Chalomo. CJ Cox did a nice job when he was on, though. Getting on the ground, trying to win the ball back inside to Burgess. Does the Boilermakers, who's getting minutes, especially when there's an even split in the skill in certain positions. That one goes out of bounds. It's actually the second Big Ten Horizon League game that we've seen this week. Again, you see that athletic Fizziki's got Pettis, takes it off Smith. That's unexpected and gets that to fall. And suddenly the Norse, he's going to try and get his own back, hands it off to Burgess. Burgess, though, not able to get it up. Once again, the third time he goes up without the ball.
So that he doesn't pick up that fifth foul that would immediately disqualify him. That was one that he nearly got away with.
Ball is meaning the space is easily closed down by the Boilermakers. Smith trying to find some space of his own. Inside to Berg and a Swede. Shout, come on defense. It almost did sound a little bit desperation, the fact that Purdue has the chance to close this game out. But
a couple liberties knowing that, Berg can be susceptible to fouling as well.
Beautiful play there by the Boilermakers. Lawyer, Heidi.
Keep crashing the glass and keep trying to press these Purdue centers that, may not have to jump for the ball necessarily just because they're so tall.
That one falls to left. Tijere, an athletic play to get his hands on it, but it will go out of bounds. Smith finds Cox on that far side. He drives in. A foul's beautiful speed by Smith, though, to close him down. Almost a travel, still moving around. Dilling.
Tijere feet with his vertical and his wingspan.
And that is exactly. Beautiful pass there into Robinson. Berg try to come forward, and in the end, a foul is
necessarily block it.
Talking to Purdue earlier, they just said that,
And Braden Smith is checking out for the first time in this game. He's played for 32 straight minutes.
Tries to go against the Lithuanian. Turning and burning, puts that one up, puts it down, and that's a nice move. Fort Wayne also in that league as Robertson sends that one from deep, and that was a game where the Boilermakers, Kaufman-Wren can't hold on to that one, puts it into Lawyer. He thinks about it, inside to First, and First, height dominance of a Pettis. Pivorous puts that shot up, the rebound taken by Robinson. Pettis the second gets in there, and then finally the foul's called for French fries. If he misses this one, they get him, and that's the loudest roar of the night, and it's because the ball, especially lower down.
That was really good transition defense, and Tijere has just fouled
tonight.
He's been the North's best player today, at least in my opinion, without a doubt. I mean, he's been fantastic on the
of Trey Robinson, but rolled it in instead, and that's going to get this Boilermaker faithful going first. Up to Trey Kaufman-Wren, nearly the chance for Caleb First still here and getting some minutes, and some good minutes at that. Two situations there where maybe the Norse just need to let it go. Under 2 seconds. Pettis the second checks up.
It's not like he was exactly a plug-and-play type of guy as a point guard or super mobile, as Vincent hits a nice three there. Like I said earlier, Trey Kaufman-Wren definitely was overshadowed as First gets called for the illegal screen, but
touches, so you have to keep in mind maybe this is a slightly different game with Jacobson in the fray. That's a beautiful. Cox had some space to shoot there, doesn't do it. Another beautiful pass from Harrison. First finishes it off. Norse, they find those threes, but when they send them, it's more than anything, just not enough heat. Harris checks up and nearly gets that one. Found himself on the outside. Not somewhere that he's found himself too much, Max, given that he's been working quite a bit in the paint.
Yeah, for
to the line, 2:26. This one all but done in favor of the Boilermakers.
Defensive end, and more active hands, getting a lot more steals and forcing turnovers from Clay Marquette.
Cox checks up. Well, able to get that one to fall first. Gets the ball, and Ian will put it in. So from one countryman around the horn to the other. A good-looking play. And Heidi will drive in, tries to make a highlight reel play, but gets denied. To the corner, he can make them. I mean, that's the interesting thing, Max, about all of the bigs for the Boilermakers. Force the Boilermakers to get physical and fight out for a win.
Yeah, for sure. And, Norton not completely on your game. You might get